Imagine a country bursting with color where every street and corner tells a story of its own. A place where the air is filled with the aroma of spices and the sounds of laughter and music echo through the bustling markets. It's a land where a mix of cultures from all walks of life come together, creating a vibrant tapestry of traditions and customs. From the snowy peaks of the Himalayas to the sun-kissed beaches of Goa, India is a mosaic of diverse landscapes and people. The wisdom passed down through centuries is evident in its ancient manuscripts, traditional dance performances, and historical landmarks. That's India, a civilization that has thrived for thousands of years, leaving an indelible mark on the world. With over 1 billion people, India has seen it all, from ancient times to becoming a powerful force in the world today. Its cities are a blend of the old and the new, where historical ruins stand alongside modern skyscrapers. It's a story of never giving up, changing for the better, and always striving for progress. The spirit of India is reflected in its people, who work tirelessly to build a better future for themselves and their communities. India has faced many tough times, like invasions and internal conflicts. The scars of these challenges are still visible, but they have also shaped the nation's character and resilience. But each time it has bounced back stronger, its spirit unbroken. The resilience of its people is a testament to their unwavering determination and hope. This incredible resilience comes from values like tolerance, accepting different viewpoints, and a deep respect for knowledge. These values are ingrained in the fabric of Indian society, guiding its people through both good times and bad. Today, India is at a turning point, ready to take its rightful place as a leader on the world stage. Its advancements in technology, science, and politics are paving the way for a brighter future. Its journey, with both high points and struggles, holds valuable lessons for everyone. The achievements of its space missions and economic growth are a source of inspiration, while the struggles remind us of the resilience needed to overcome obstacles. India's success gives hope to developing nations, while its challenges remind us of the complex world we live in. It serves as a beacon of hope and a reminder that progress is possible, even in the face of adversity. But India's story is far from finished. It is a work in progress, with new chapters being written every day by its people, who are full of promise and potential. It's still being written, full of promise and some uncertainty. The youth of India, with their innovative ideas and entrepreneurial spirit, are the driving force behind the nation's progress. One thing's for sure, India's journey shows the unbreakable spirit of humanity, a spirit that doesn't let its past define it, but looks to the future with hope and determination. This enduring spirit is what makes India truly remarkable. Let's travel back in time, thousands of years, to the Indus Valley civilization, one of the world's earliest urban cultures. This amazing civilization, thriving from around 3,300 to 1300 BCE, shows how clever and advanced ancient India was. They built cities with remarkable precision and had a deep understanding of urban planning. Picture cities like Harappa and Mohenjo-daro planned with incredible care. Streets were laid out in perfect grids, and buildings were constructed using uniform bricks, showcasing their architectural prowess. They had advanced drains, public baths, and even standardized weights and measures way ahead of their time. Their drainage systems were so sophisticated that they rivaled those of modern cities. The Indus Valley people were expert traders, connected to far-off lands like Mesopotamia and Egypt. They traded goods such as beads, metals, and pottery, establishing a vast network of commerce. They even had their own writing system. Though we haven't cracked the code yet, this script, found on seals and pottery, remains one of the greatest mysteries of ancient history. The legacy of these incredible people lives on in the cultural practices, beliefs, and traditions of India today. Festivals, rituals, and even some architectural styles can trace their roots back to this ancient civilization. After the Indus Valley civilization, India saw the rise and fall of many empires and dynasties. Each brought its own unique contributions to the subcontinent's rich tapestry of history. The Mauryan Empire under Emperor Ashoka the Great brought peace and prosperity. Ashoka's reign marked a significant period of cultural and political development, with his promotion of Buddhism and non-violence. Buddhism spread far and wide, and a strong central government was established. Monasteries and stupas were built, and the teachings of Buddha reached distant lands. Later, the Gupta Empire, known as India's Golden Age, saw art, literature, science and math flourish. This period was marked by significant advancements in various fields, including the creation of classical Sanskrit literature. From the intricate sculptures of Ajanta and Ellora to the philosophical teachings of the Upanishads, ancient India gifted the world with its knowledge and creativity. These contributions have had a lasting impact on global culture and thought. Think about this: the invention of zero, the decimal system, and the concept of pi, all thanks to brilliant Indian mathematicians. These mathematical innovations are fundamental to the way we understand and interact with the world today. And let's not forget Ayurveda, the ancient Indian system of medicine that focuses on holistic healing and is still practiced today. Ayurveda emphasizes balance in bodily systems and uses diet, herbal treatment, and yogic breathing. Today, modern India stands as a testament to its rich and diverse history. The blend of ancient traditions with contemporary advancements creates a unique and vibrant culture that continues to evolve and inspire. In the 16th century, things changed drastically when European powers set their sights on India. The arrival of European explorers marked the beginning of a new era, one that would forever alter the course of Indian history. These explorers were not just adventurers, they were the harbingers of a colonial wave that would sweep across the subcontinent. Attracted by its wealth and spices, the British East India Company slowly took control. Initially, they came as traders, setting up trading posts along the coast. But as their influence grew, so did their ambitions. They began to meddle in local politics, forming alliances and rivalries with Indian rulers. Over time, their trading posts turned into fortified settlements, and their commercial interests became political ones. This period, known as the British Raj, saw India's resources being used for Britain's gain, while a system of control was imposed on the people. The British built grand colonial buildings and established a bureaucratic system to administer their new colony. Indian labourers toiled under harsh conditions, and the wealth generated from their work flowed back to Britain, enriching the colonial masters while impoverishing the local population. The impact of British rule on India was huge and complex. It wasn't just about economic exploitation, it was also about cultural and social changes. Traditional Indian society was disrupted and new social hierarchies emerged. The British introduced new laws and systems that often clashed with local customs and traditions, leading to a sense of alienation and resentment among the Indian people. The English language was introduced through education, shaping how Indians thought and how the administration worked. English became the language of the elite, creating a new class of educated Indians who were fluent in the language of their colonizers. This had a profound impact on Indian society, influencing everything from literature to politics. The British education system aimed to create a class of people who were Indian in blood and color, but British in taste and intellect. However, the British also put policies in place that hurt local industries and made many people in rural areas very poor. Traditional crafts and industries were destroyed as British goods flooded the Indian market. Many artisans and craftsmen found themselves out of work, and rural communities faced economic hardships. The British land revenue policies further exacerbated the situation, leading to widespread poverty and suffering. The struggle for independence was long and difficult, filled with uprisings and acts of resistance. The first major revolt against British rule was the Sepoy Mutiny of 1857, also known as the First War of Indian Independence. Although it was ultimately unsuccessful, it ignited a spark of resistance that would continue to grow over the years. Numerous freedom fighters emerged, each contributing to the cause in their own way. Leaders like Mahatma Gandhi emerged, advocating for peaceful resistance and civil disobedience. Gandhi's philosophy of non-violence and his methods of peaceful protest, such as the Salt March, captured the imagination of millions. He believed that true freedom could only be achieved through non-violent means, and his leadership inspired a mass movement that transcended social and religious boundaries. Gandhi's philosophy of satyagraha, or truth force, inspired millions to fight for freedom. Satyagraha was not just a strategy, it was a way of life. It called for courage, discipline, and a deep commitment to the truth. Under Gandhi's leadership, the Indian freedom movement gained momentum, with people from all walks of life joining the struggle for independence. Finally, on August 15, 1947, India achieved independence, marking the end of the British Empire and the start of a new chapter. The Indian flag was hoisted for the first time, and the nation celebrated its hard-won freedom. It was a moment of immense pride and joy, but also one of reflection on the sacrifices made by countless individuals who had fought for this day. However, the joy of freedom was overshadowed by the tragedy of partition, which led to the creation of Pakistan and widespread violence between communities. The partition caused one of the largest mass migrations in history, with millions of people displaced from their homes. The communal violence that erupted during this time left deep scars on the collective memory of the subcontinent, a painful reminder of the cost of freedom. The first few years after India gained independence were a mix of difficulties and victories. Building a new nation after colonial rule was a massive task. Millions of people had been displaced due to partition, and the country faced poverty, illiteracy, and social inequality. Under the leadership of Jawaharlal Nehru, India's first Prime Minister, the country embarked on an ambitious mission of nation building. Nehru dreamed of a modern socialist India focusing on industrial growth, advancements in science and social justice for all. In 1950, the Indian Constitution was adopted, establishing India as a secular democratic republic, guaranteeing fundamental rights to every citizen. The government launched 5-year plans aiming to boost economic growth and social development. Important sectors like agriculture, industry, and infrastructure received significant investment. However, India's socialist policies, although well-intentioned, sometimes led to slow economic growth and bureaucratic hurdles. By the 1980s, it became clear that India needed to change its economic approach to reach its full potential.